Our founder, Leslie Temple-Thurston, when she founded the organization in the year 2000, she called it Seeds of Light. And the reason it's called Seeds of Light is because what we do is plant seeds of light in this area where there is no hope, there is no light.
We're a very small organization. Seeds of Light is very tiny but mighty.
By planting these seeds, these small actions of love, we really help people to grow and to have hope. We work in an area in South Africa called Mpumalanga Province. Seeds of Light started working there in the year 2000, and we began to help the AIDS orphans in South Africa there. We learned that there was an AIDS pandemic sweeping the area. At the time, there were about 1.5 million AIDS orphans, and the number has been rapidly increasing since then.
We felt deep compassion for the suffering of these people and the children, and the desecration that's taking place in their communities. We could not in clear conscience, in good conscience, stand by and watch that. And so our love is what brought us there.
Acornhoek is one of the old homeland areas, and the unemployment rate is somewhere between 60 and 70%. About 1 in 3 people here is HIV positive. There are a large number of children who have lost their mothers. Some of them have lost both their parents, and so our efforts are to support the community, and in doing that, we support these children.
And some of the projects that we do are directly beneficial to the children, such as our school uniform and school shoe donation program.
We found the poorest of the poor children, basically the children who were coming to school in rags, and we have bought brand new uniforms and shoes for those children, which helps enormously with their self-esteem and their ability to function at the school.
One of the other areas that we felt help was needed was with the youngest children in the preschool.
When I go to the creche, the preschool, and work with the kids there, and they're all 2, 3, 4 years old, we have so much fun together. They're just full of life and full of laughter and always eager for new experiences.
The art class is our most recent and most exciting project. When a child gets art training at an early age, they grow up believing that they are creative beings, that they're not empty inside, that they can make a difference through their own initiative. And this is exactly the kind of energy that we have been wanting to stimulate.
We have 2 primary schools where we've done quite a bit of work. We established a computer center at one of the schools. In just a very short time since the computer center has gone up, there are now 50 adults taking computer classes as well, in addition to the children who get computer education during their school day. In 2000, we started working with the orphans, and now we work with the whole community, because what we learned is that really to support the children, you have to support the entire community. If you take care of the family, you take care of the children as well. Bringing water into that community is very important. It's a very arid place. It's a former homeland area, what in the United States we would call basically a reservation. The apartheid government took the native people off their ancestral land and plunked them down on this piece of land that was impossible to farm. We've found the drilling of wells is one of the most important things we can do. And the wells that we've drilled have changed the life of those villages. Now that there are wells at these primary schools, the community has a vegetable garden. It used to be that they couldn't grow vegetable gardens because during the dry season the gardens would die. But now that there's a well, they can grow vegetable gardens all year round. And the vegetables are very important because, especially with compromised health, with the HIV/AIDS pandemic, the vegetables boost the immune system.
We have put boreholes into 2 elementary schools now, and this has enabled the parents to start wonderful gardens. And the children are now getting fresh vegetables in their school lunches, and it's making a difference to their health.
These gardens have really supported the community tremendously. It also helps to provide a little income for the adults that work in the garden and for the schools where the gardens are built. Well, one of the most powerful ways we've found to work in that community is really by finding the people that we call champions. And a champion is somebody who has leadership skills and courage and really wants to help the community in some way. So what we do is we identify the champion and we help that person to fulfill their dream. What we're really doing is mentoring the champions. We find that by mentoring the champions, that's the most powerful way we can work there because it really helps them to help themselves.
In life, you keep on learning. We don't stop learning. Knowledge is the power.
By planting these seeds of light, as we call them, we really do find that these people start to blossom. They start to grow. They have hope. The community flourishes.
People often ask us why we chose to do this. And all I can truly say is that it's an act of heart, an act of love that comes straight from the heart.
I love the people, and I love the connections that I have with the people here. We have so much fun, and in the face of such great need and great suffering, we still can join our hearts together and laugh together and cry together, and there's just such a heartfelt openness among the people here.
Every bit that we have given has come back to us in one way or another, even as a joy quotient. It makes for a lot of joy when you do this kind of thing. It's profoundly effective, profoundly uplifting to both the giver and the receiver. Everyone gains.
It's really just planting that little seed of light, and from that, magical things happen.